good morning, and welcome to today's episode of Mobile Member Spotlight. I'm Samantha with Exeter Area Chamber of Commerce, and I want to thank you for joining us today. Thanks also to our sponsor for this quarter, Newburyport Bank, Journey Well. If you are interested in being a sponsor for a quarter, just reach out to us at the office. So today I want to welcome John Morrow of the Herbal Path. Thanks for being with us today, John.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Samantha.
Well, we are going to get started with a few questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Excellent. Okay. So tell me, what makes your business unique from the competition out there?
That we have the best in class team able to help people. And so if you look around to others in our space, in the integrative wellness space, oftentimes you'll find practices that are more conventional leaning or more alternative leaning.
Yeah, okay.
But we have both. And I think that's really important. So I'm a pharmacist. I'm licensed to practice in the state. And we have a clinical herbalist that works alongside me. And so when you really think about the mix that we're bringing, the knowledge that we're bringing, we would like to think that that is what makes us unique. And we've seen that throughout our time. You know, we've been around now for 29 years.
Oh, wow.
And we've always had the conventional alongside the alternative. And we would like to think that integration is what really brings the best for our clients and our customers.
Also, tell me what made you start in this business. I know that you weren't the original owner, but tell me about that. What drew you to the Herbal Path?
I started because I felt like pharmacists had lost their way. You know, here we are getting a doctorate level degree. Yeah. We're capable of so much to help our healthcare system. And yet there we are in a box, dispensing orders, verifying. And so here we would like to think that we're trying to give pharmacists more of a platform to operate from, to go back to their roots, but to be able to more granularly help people. And I think that that's a big part of why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Well, that is amazing. And to know that I can hear a lot of passion in that response and that reasoning.
And so here, a lot of it goes back to how are we able to help people with their whole life? You know, herbs fit into their lifestyle, fits into their nutrition, fits into the role of the herbalist is very important. I'm a pharmacist, I'm not an herbalist, but I work alongside herbalists.
Got it.
And that partnership is ultimately what allows us to do what we do.
So let's talk about your most memorable customer story.
Yesterday, I did a follow-up visit with someone, a long-term client, and they've been coming here now for a little over 2 years. And I remember meeting them in the beginning, and they were struggling with a variety of health-related issues, lifestyle challenges, work-related challenges. Chronic stress was a really big part of their life, and managing that, in dealing with that. I mean, in the pharmacy world, there's no pill for chronic stress. And so like thinking about this person's situation and remembering when I met them and now seeing them, it's a total transformation. And the transformation is such that they're exercising daily. Wow. They've got a diary. They're mapping everything out. They've gone from being on 15 different pharmaceuticals down to 3. That alone is very, very astonishing, because usually in our field in pharmacy, we see people get put on more prescriptions, not getting off of prescriptions. And so here was someone who I remember their predicament in the beginning. And seeing them now, it's like a totally different person.
Amazing.
And they said to me that they are feeling very grateful, and they live out of state.
Okay.
You know, they've got about a 2-hour drive, and they come here because of the meaningful change in their life.
Wow. That gives me goosebumps.
So I believe that pharmacists have an obligation to practice at the top of their license. You know, if they have this knowledge, they need to use it. And because we need them, right? Our healthcare system needs them. This particular person is proof of that.
Great. So John, if you could go back in time, what would you tell yourself right before you joined the Herbal Path?
So Samantha, that was about 5 years ago. And I remember it just like it were yesterday. Yeah. And it was actually in February, which is where we are right now. And I think the first thing I would have said is fall forward, because I was so worried at that point. I need to have something to fall back on. You know, this is a big transformation. You know, I'd been in community pharmacy for about 8 years at that point, and I'd spent all my time building this career.
Yeah.
And going from a pharmacy intern to a pharmacist to a pharmacy manager to district manager. I was going to be a region director. But I felt the further along that I went, the less I was helping people. The further away I was getting from where I started, what got me into pharmacy. And so again, you know, not being afraid to take that leap, because it was the best thing that I ever did. And the second piece that I would say is never take advice from people that aren't where you want to be. You know, because if you don't take risks in life, you're never really going to realize true full potential. And so that potential was something that I knew was there, being a pharmacist, having this knowledge that I wasn't using. And then here it was, you know, this opportunity. So it was kind of like not letting the naysayers drowned out the positives,
right?
If that makes sense.
Absolutely, it does. Well, that is great advice for anybody in any position, I'd say. Okay. Tell me, what's your local go-to spot when you're not working then? Let's talk not work.
I would say it's the lifestyle. So we're doing what we're doing at the Herbal Path because we love it. A lot of us really enjoy going into nature. And I would say I'm up there too. I really like going hiking. Vaughan Woods is one of my favorite places. You know, that's a beautiful trail system. I love Newcastle, Great Island Common, you know, walking around near the ocean, seeing that nature, the wildlife. And I really like to disconnect because we're so connected and plugged into computers and phones and social media
every day, almost 24/7
every day, right? and so in a business environment, right, running a business, I feel like it's even more so being able to go out into nature, take a deep breath, feel the resonance with nature, the trees. You know, there are good things that happen to our physiology when we do that. We learn about all the science behind it here, and so we know that it's beneficial to go do this. And because of that, that's just an added benefit. Seeing trees and so nature for me, that's my happy place.
Lastly, tell me, what's the best advice that you've ever given or ever received?
But one thing that I did here, and this was from my former preceptor and mentor, he said, create your own joy. And I think that is really good advice, because wherever you are, whatever you're doing, even in a conventional retail pharmacy setup, there is joy that can occur. You know, you help that person with diabetic testing. You help someone do a cholesterol screening. You work with someone to get to a meaningful point on their pharmacotherapy. There are moments, these little moments that matter. And when you have those and can really plug into them, you know, they can elevate your mood and your heart.
Okay, we're going to take a moment for a speed round before we end today. So tell me, email or phone call for you?
I would say email is probably better.
E-calendar or paper?
I'm going to try the e-calendar, give it a shot.
See what happens.
And it was the best thing I ever did.
Excellent. Inbox, is it zero? Is it chaos?
I have a system, but it's still kind of chaotic.
So what's your work soundtrack? Is it music? Is it a podcast? Is it silence?
Silence. Silence is golden.
What is your go-to networking move?
Let the other person speak.
Thank you so much for letting me in, showing us your beautiful space. Appreciate your time. And I hope that a lot of people learned so much about what you do and how you can help, and that it really does make a difference. Absolutely.
Thank you, Samantha.
We appreciate you watching today. Thank you to our sponsor, Newburyport Bank. If you would like to sponsor again, there are opportunities as well to sit in the hot seat over here. So we hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching the Mobile Member Spotlight. Bye.